No me simpatizan los dos. Episode 166 of ComiCentric. I would like to welcome you back to our pledge drive, as we're in our 26th hour of our pledge drive.
Listening to South African pipe music.
You like that pan-fab flute music, don't you?
It was, hey, I tell you what, we know about that when we and Buck and Navarro were on NPR.
NPR for oh yeah, both of you.
It was fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking weird.
I forgot who the person that interviewed you, but I was like, oh wait a minute, I know that person. You know that article doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah.
It was taken off.
That's sad.
I had like a bunch of articles and stuff like when we were doing the press junket, I guess.
Yeah.
I saved all of them, and like half those links don't work anymore.
Damn.
You know, I wish I would have saved like
the audio file.
The audio.
Dude, because that was so funny. Because I remember that morning, it was like really fucking early. It was like we had to be there like 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert was like, no problem. He was there. He was all ready to go.
All cheerful and everything.
Yeah, and I remember at one point, I forgot what he asked me.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me something, and I was like, what do you think about that?
You just tossed it over. Alley-oop.
I'm like, I don't know.
And he was, wow, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
That man always seems like he's hepped up on something. Yeah. But he's not. That's just naturally what he is.
That was a weird thing, because they wanted somebody. They wanted like an artist. They wanted like a vendor. And I was like, I threw it out there, and he was the first one. I was like, I'll do it. I was like, all right.
No publicity is bad publicity. Yeah. He's always been a fan of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was fun.
Yeah, but do you remember what you guys talked about?
I don't. I remember it was about Cave. I mean, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I don't think it was Cave. It was like
it was about Cave. All those links were about Cave around the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't the first one. It was the East LA Comic-Con.
Could it have been the East LA Comic-Con?
It might have been.
It might have been the first one.
Yeah,
first
it might
one.
have been. Yeah.
Back before it was a Cave.
Yeah, I know it was, because you know why? Because I remember the owner of David Plaza.
Uh-huh.
He said he heard it. And he also heard Rudy on Lalo's radio show.
Oh, yeah. No, in that case, it was the first one. Because, believe it or not, just because we were East LA Comic-Con, it had more of a pull than the East LA Cape.
Yeah.
Which I think is a better name, but, you know.
It is what it is.
If kids like the sound of the Comic-Con, you know, it sounds official. It sounds like, you know, we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we're from San Diego.
Well, see, I think that's the issue, though. Because I think that was the problem with it. I think when we decided to do that originally, it was just kind of like, oh, that's what they're called. That's what, you know, conventions are called. You know, like,
the Comic-Cons.
Yeah, like, that's what it is.
Well, that's what they were called.
Yeah, but then there's also the double-edged sword of that, is that, like, people have certain ideas of what a Comic-Con is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's people that go to Comic-Con for different reasons.
Panels or they go vendors.
Henry Cavill and shit. Like, you know,
the alleys, yeah. Several.
So it kind of became a thing where it was a mixed bag, where I think it was good for marketing, because we called it that. I think I didn't know what the hell it was.
Right.
Like, well, what is this? That's why they people showed up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of had a mixture of things. We had like some vendors. We had vendors, but we also had like
comic wrestling.
Yeah. It was kind of.
There was a little bit of thing. Yeah. We didn't have panels.
No,
we didn't have that.
We didn't know how to do that.
We had an official shirt, though. I mean, yeah. So as far as Comic-Cons goes, we've seen worse.
Yeah.
We participated in worse.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I think what the first one was, like the Comic-Con, what it was a culmination of everything we've learned thus far as vendors of comics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we've culminated, and if you know what, if we would have stopped the story there, I would have been all right. I would have been like, you know, we're cool with it. Yeah, we did it, and we're done. But then, you know, we wanted to do it again, and you know, we couldn't do it, so we had to change the name, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And then COVID.
And
then we couldn't do it. And then it stopped.
Yeah.
Now, 10 years later.
That's not 10 years.
20 years later.
Not 20 years.
50 years later.
Yeah, it's 50 years.
Cool. After a quincentennial.
We're fucking 2070 right now. Like
the year 2070. The East LA Cape might be coming back.
Might be coming back.
Yeah. Might come back.
I mean, I can't say anything right now.
We can't? No, we still got to keep quiet about it?
It's still like up in the air.
But it's not up in the air.
You shut up.
You're here to hear first, people.
Actually, you know what? I was going to talk about that. So we were talking about it, and like, so we said that, oh, it'd be interesting though. What if we made I don't know how you feel about this. I don't know how Patrick's gonna feel about this.
Oh no, I already hate it.
But I was gonna say, like, how do you guys feel like if we say that this podcast, and whatever Patrick's radio show, whatever he wants to produce, he's got a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
Is the official podcast radio show of.
Oh, that's good for me.
Yeah.
That's good for the podcast. That's good for his radio station.
Yeah.
The only thing would be, it's like every time they say that, they gotta drop some sort of tidbit news, and
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like maybe like do something where we like pre-plan it, where like like leading up to the event, like it's like road to Cape or whatever.
Not just that, we would have to be in charge of like press. Also, we'd kind of have to be like the forefront of that shit. So you'd have to know what's what and what's who's what and where's where. Getting ants all over the place, aren't you?
I know. That's what I thought the guy actually turned off.
Oh. Could be a possibility. I gotta get those strap things you connect to the fucking.
They just sit there.
Yeah, so you can just sit and not worry about that thing. Keep saying that, but yeah, because it does. You do hear every time you.
Oh, really?
You move it. Yeah. You do hear it. Yeah, no.
That was the idea. Like they're gonna make it.
Yeah. So all the news coming through. So we basically, I'd be taking Marisol's job from the original one.
I mean, kind of.
We
can still do that too. Like I think multimedia.
Yeah. I mean, I liked her being the face of that. Yeah. She always got dolled up for the occasion. I loved it.
The continuity was so weird though, because like her intro should be all made up, and then like on the actual interview she was just like.
Oh, you didn't like that part?
No, I didn't bother me. I'm just like it's funny.
That's my favorite part, the intro.
Yeah, she's all dolled up.
Yeah. She has lipstick on. I'm like, holy shit, keep forgetting she's a girl sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll stop that.
You know my dream, what I wanted to do, I just don't think I have it's just, I think we might have the time to do it this time around, but I always wanted to do like a YouTube thing, like the old Stan Lee, when he's interviewing artists, he's like, and then they're
at the drawing board?
Yeah. I always wanted to do that. I always thought it'd be fun.
Well, Stan, what do you want me to draw? What would you draw me as Spider-Man? Sure thing, Stan. Anything you want. Now, tell me about your technique as you're doing this. Well, I like to draw a lot of circles first, Stan. Yeah. That one? Yeah. I fucking hate those things.
I love those. Those are my favorite. My favorite one is the Will Eisner one.
Yeah.
Where they're talking, and Will Eisner's talking about how he hates superheroes. He hates drawing superhero costumes. And then he's like, Stan's like, oh, let's get to the drawing table. And he goes, I think it'd be a treat for the viewers if you drew Spider-Man. He's like, no. Mm-mm. He goes, I just told you I don't like drawing superheroes. He just gave me the most complicated superhero to draw.
You think he was scared of that?
Maybe.
Because it would be rare when he would actually draw any actual superheroes.
I mean, he did a couple he did a Batman for like some event. Like there's some flyer for some event.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he didn't do a lot. Like he did things here and there.
And that's what I'm saying. He was good with characters though. Like ask him to draw you any kind of Jew and he would draw it.
Damn.
Yeah.
My favorite though was one of the last things he did we worked on was the Escapist.
Oh yeah.
He did one of those comics. I remember it was really funny because it was like the whole thing was Pajal had captured the spirit, and she also had captured the Escapist.
Right.
And the Escapist fucking broke through the wall, but he was like chained up. It was like created a new device. So he helps the spirit get out, but the spirit has to help him get out. And he's like, don't let anybody know about this.
Because he's escaping.
My whole thing is escaping, and I need help.
Yeah, he's like Mr. Miracle, right? Can escape anything. Wasn't it drawn by Darwin Cook? That one of those like covers or something like that?
Yeah, everyone worked on that. Dude. Like, fucking Moffat worked on that for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The whole premise of that is like, there's these two guys. They wrote a novel. It was essentially like a fictional take on the fucking Schuster. Like the Crazy Superman. So they wrote a novel about these two guys. They created this character called the Escapist.
Right.
And the whole the Escapist was a character in the book, but it was more like what happened, like like the rights and their working relationship,
like that Chip Zdarsky Public Domain book.
Yeah, but this novel won a fucking Pulitzer Prize or something.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, the real book?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I have it somewhere. I gotta find it, but and then it became a weird thing where like the editor at Dark Horse really liked that novel, and he ended up like licensing it, but not to do a comic on the novel, but do Escapist comics.
Oh, so the character from that novel's
Yeah.
The Escapist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the character that they create.
Like Schuster and was it both of them? The Superman guys, Schuster and
no, they were like fictional versions of them, but it was supposed to be them. It was clearly them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you had me for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, they wrote real books?
No, it was a. I read his name, the guy who wrote the novel, but like he did a pass on like Spider-Man 2, I think the movie script.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's more newer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it was really cool, man. It was really cool stuff.
If you say so, I mean that sounds weird to me.
Like there's an Escapist comic by Brian K. Vaughan. It's really fucking good. Like I really enjoyed that one. I think it was the first Escapist comic I read. I remember buying those like one shots.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, Darwin Cook did the cover of this, or like, Mike Oliver did the cover of this. Like, what is this? And I read those comics. I'm like, I don't get this. I don't understand what this is. And then that comic came out, Brian K. Vaughan, and it was like a 62 miniseries.
Right.
And the premise was about a guy. His dad died, and he left him his house. And when he went to go clean up the house, he found that this guy had every copy of the Escapist comics. And he was like, what is this? And he fucking read all his comics.
And then he became
and he was like, my dad loved this character. And he found out that the character like rights were up in the air. He bought the rights, and then he teamed up with his childhood best friend.
Again, is it public domain?
No.
Chip Zdarsky, who wrote this kid?
No, this was Brian K. Vaughan.
Okay.
And he buys it right.
I'm seeing a lot of similarities here.
Yeah, he buys it right, and then his childhood best friend had excellent penmanship.
Of course he did.
So he had him like letter the books, like hand letter the books. And then he met this girl who was a graphic designer, and he was like, "You draw comics?" And she's like, "No," right? And the whole thing was them trying to launch this new Escapist comic. And the dude, like his best friend, the fucking letterer, he kind of looked like the Escapist. Like so they made him a costume, and they had him run around the city, and it was like a weird like marketing thing.
But the Escapist never showed up.
It wasn't real. It was a comic character.
But I thought it was real already. So this wasn't a book about the Escapist. Yeah. It was an Escapist about the making.
All the books are about that.
About making the Escapist.
Yeah, he's not a real character. He's like a fictional character.
Right, I got that, and they write stories about him.
Yeah,
but this one's a story about writing a story.
To make a story about him.
It's a story about a story.
Yeah.
Because you could do that with stories about stories.
Real meta comic.
Yeah, it's the kind of shit you like all the time.
I love that shit. Right?
Yeah.
Is that the same one that Scott Morse did?
Yeah, Scott Morse worked on Escapist too.
Yeah, I think I might have that one.
He did they did a bunch of these weird like oversized books.
Yeah, no, they were thick,
and there was like 4 or 5 page stories in there.
I have a couple because again, the cover issue. They were I like this cover guy, and that was it.
Yeah, what a concept, man.
The Darwin Cook Escapist, the one that was also a little miniseries, wasn't it?
No, they were all one shots. They're all one shots. The only miniseries was that Brian K. Vaughan one, which is weird.
All right, I love it.
Yeah.
Mr.
Miracle.
But not Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, I think one of those like oversized books. They talk about how he's got like a magic key or some shit. Like
who?
The Escapist.
I thought Mr. Miracle.
He's got like a magic key or some shit.
Is that how he gets out of everything? Yeah. That's good. What do you call it? A kermuffin? MacGuffin?
MacGuffin, yeah.
Just some key that he uses to escape any situation.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the whole thing. The metaphor of it was Mr. Miracle. He can escape shit. Like, he can't like trap him. It was supposed to be like, oh yeah, he can escape anything,
right?
Like any situation, not necessarily a trap, but like like, I can get out of this. Like
it says marriage annulled.
No, shows the key like
annulled, never happened. I get any situation, huh?
Any situation. Yeah,
like it's a good power to have.
Like, is it?
Think about it. Any situation, get out of it.
I guess.
But take it back. You know what? Let's go back to that. I always remember when you tell me that story when he fucking left like Barda, Mr. Miracle, and taking to him. He just left her because his ability is to escape.
Yeah.
He left her to he didn't want to but he had to. That was an instinct. Yeah, you're right. Escapist doesn't have that problem. Yeah. He has a key. He can do whenever he wants, right?
I mean, there, yeah.
So is that better?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, we're here to debate.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't that happen with Marvel Zombies, right? Or like, not Marvel Zombies, Deceased.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, him and Barda get attacked.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they're dead. And like later on, like, oh no, he got away.
He got away because that's his thing.
Yeah.
And vampires, the DC vampires.
He got away.
Dude, that's his whole thing. Like he gets swarmed, fucking goes away. He has a baby with him. He's carrying a baby with him, and he gets escaped every time.
Yeah.
His powers.
Great power.
Oh.
I remember I was at the Tom King when he was doing that Mission Miracle book. Like, there's a whole thing where like
people love that.
It's such a good book. Man.
Yeah, people love that.
It's such a good book.
Yeah.
It's one of those books where like I kind of figured it out towards the end of the last like 2 or 3 issues, and then when it ended, people were like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, I was like, "Oh," and I explained it to them. They're like, "Oh, I guess," right?
Sure.
But and the part that made me laugh really hard was when the Darkseid makes a deal with Mr. Miracle, and he's like, "Oh, I'm stepping down, and I want you to take my place, but I'm taking your child." Like, that's the bargain.
Wait, what?
Because that's the whole thing, right? They trade babies or whatever, right?
Yeah, but why is he going to take his child? He's going to just take over his spot.
Because it's like a thing. Like, it's going to make him hard or something. I
don't know. It sounds like, I don't know what to say. Never mind.
But,
so he agrees?
Yes, he agrees. But then the funny thing is, it was a great like moment where like they go in there and they have the stroller with the baby. And then what's her Granny Goodness? She's like fucking checking him for fucking weapons or and he's got nothing. And it's like, oh, you gotta put on this fucking power dampening thing, right? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna kill fucking Darkseid with my escaping powers, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Bust out of his chest or
yeah, right.
I don't know what's going on.
And so then he makes that joke and they're like, yeah, all right, you're right, yeah. And then like in the whole thing, the fucking stroller was like a big ass fucking gun or some shit.
Where was the baby?
They pull him out, and all of a sudden, just fucking transforms this big ass fucking weapon.
The baby?
No, the stroller.
Where's the baby though?
In the stroller.
They get it. Like, here, get out of the way, baby! I gotta fucking shoot Darkseid.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But the escaping powers though.
Yeah, he got out of the situation.
But he got into the situation.
Yeah.
There should be some loophole. Like, if you get yourself into the situation, you can't get yourself out of it.
Well, the whole point of that book was that in the very first issue, he committed suicide.
Oh. You can't get out of that situation.
They saved him.
Oh.
They saved him.
Because he has to get out.
But the whole thing was that he was seeing, like, Oberon. Oberon was talking to him.
He was
dead. Like, dude, he's dead. Like, what are you talking
been
about?
dead.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
And then it was like, he started seeing all sorts of shit. And the whole thing was like, is this real? Is my world real?
Yeah.
And it's like,
his brain dying the last minutes of his fucking life.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like, no, it's him trying to escape death, right? That's what it is, right? So much shit was happening, but it was just like kind of like it was like death being like, oh no, it's okay, like you have a child now, like, you stay here, like this and that. But then at the same time, shit was happening and like apocalypse in Genesis.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, no, come back. It was like
just pulling him in every direction.
Yeah. At the end of it, he kind of was just kind of like, I like it here. Fuck it.
Insane.
And so we don't know if he like died or he just there.
Or he let go.
Yeah, because it was weird. Because in the very last panel, it's very creepy. The very last panel is like him and Barda sitting on the couch, and he tells her, "I love you," and she's like, "I know," and then he's like, "I love you," and then she didn't say anything. So it's very like, is that really her, or is it just like illusion? Like
You don't think in his own mind he would say, in his mind version of Barda, he would tell himself he loves himself, loves her.
Maybe.
You didn't think he'd go that far.
I don't know. Well, if we accept it, it's not real, then it's like,
Yeah, that's the second. That's why you would get quiet.
Yeah.
If you accept that it's real, you would say something.
Yeah.
If it's not, then what's the point of saying anything?
Yeah.
Deep, man.
Yeah. And then they fuck with you too, because like his second book was after that was he was in Crisis. In the cover, Barda looking at Mr. Miracle on the cover.
The first issue.
Like, oh shit! And then they didn't come out in the book. It was just like a bait and switch. So.
Like at all, like
no.
It wasn't in their snow globe and their head and then Rosebud. No, no way to do that.
Still fucking people.
People were excited.
Yeah,
and they bought the book.
Yeah. Well, because everyone thought it was a sequel, or it wasn't.
Has he done a sequel to that?
No.
Will he
I
ever?
mean, there's a spiritual sequel that Adam Strange book. I forgot what it's called.
Adam Strange book?
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a 10-part miniseries one?
Yeah.
The big fucking saga you had for a while there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as the Mr. Miracle book, but
it's a spiritual sequel.
It's spiritual sequel. It's like the same world, I guess. Like the same, like...
Yeah. Depressing world.
Yeah.
Is he also fucking suicidal?
Kinda.
Jesus Christ, Tom. Who the fuck's writing this?
Tom King.
Fucking Tom, dude.
No, the whole thing of that one is that him and his wife, they finally defeated, the war and ran or whatever, and then he comes back to Earth as a hero. Like, I liberated a planet, and he writes this book about it, and everyone's like, but ends up happening is someone calls him out on it.
And it's like, it didn't happen. It's
not
not real.
It didn't happen. You did some shit that you're not talking about, and he's just like, whoa, and then the guy's like, I have proof. So he like goes to meet this guy. And he doesn't go meet him. Like the guy tells him, meet me here, but this time, and then he doesn't go. And then that guy gets killed.
Ooh.
By
and the gun,
his fucking ray gun, yeah.
And the fucking beam tracks it back to him or something.
No, it was his gun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It was his. Like it tracks it back, and you did it. And
so then Batman, Barda as Batman to investigate it. Not Barda, his fucking wife.
Barda.
No, Adam Strange.
Oh shit, we moved on.
She asked Batman to investigate it, and Batman's like, "No, I've been on a team with this guy for a long time. I'm too close to it." So he brings in fucking Mr. Terrific to investigate it.
Batman #2,
and it becomes this whole like murder mystery.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's really cool because it's like half the book is drawn by this other artist, who's a more like comic booky artist, and that's showing what happened during the war.
Oh,
yeah,
neat. That's in between.
Yeah, so and like the Earthbound stuff is real gritty and really like it's supposed to be like serious.
Yeah, and the space stuff isn't.
Not really. Like it's kind of silly at first, but then it gets pretty dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this great moment where like not Mr. Miracle, but Mr. Terrific, he flies to Ran to question them, right?
Yeah.
And then on the flight, it's like a fucking 48-hour flight or something. It's like a long time.
Boring.
And he's just sitting there. It looks like he's meditating or right?
Yeah.
He gets to Ran and he's like, I need the war records. And they're like, oh, here you go. And like, well, I need war records from both sides. Like, you guys defeated these guys, like, And they're like, well, we have them, but like, no one speaks that language. Like, it's a dead language. Isn't it?
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Trevor.
No, and then he goes, no one speaks that language, and he's all like, he just starts fucking speaking it. And they're like, what the fuck? And then he's like, it was a fucking 40-70-hour flight. Like, I learned it on the way.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Just terrific.
And there's a lot of cool moments like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like,
I don't know.
The whole thing becomes like very political where, like, they want Adam Strange to run for office.
Uh-huh.
Because he's a war hero and shit,
But he just killed someone, allegedly.
Well, that's the thing. The company, they don't know yet,
Come on.
But they want him to run for office, and his wife is like all for it because she's like, it'll clear your name, blah, 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 right? But then what's up happening is
Is her name Ivanka?
And then what's up happening is they realize that, like, oh no, like, he got some stupid skeletons.
Yeah.
So those people, those aliens that they defeated on Rand, come in and invade Earth. And so the Justice League has to get involved with like a whole thing, and then the fucking president is like, Adam Strange, you
defeated them.
Charge. Yeah, you defeated them already.
He's like, oh no.
No, he does it.
Okay.
But then you realize that, like, oh, he kind of called them. Like, he kind of like.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a whole thing. It's like you find out that he's got this really dark pact with them. It's really cool.
I mean, I just can't see him as a fucking fraud though.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, that's his whole thing. Is it like when they find out, he's just like, I just want to be a hero.
Yeah, it's one of those stories. All right, I get you. I just wanted to do good. I got bored and I just wanted to do good, right? Fuck you, Tom King.
Okay, was it Human Target? That's a good book.
That was amazing. The way you incorporated fucking the whole fire and ice thing. I was like, holy shit, you can't do that to those lesbians.
They're not lesbians. They're best friends.
It's like Wonder Man and Beast.
They're best friends.
I'm just saying, he nailed them both. The same.
So then Martian Manhunter, right? They hooked up with fire.
Which makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
But he liked it.
Yeah.
He enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
You were doing the latest one?
No.
The Fire and Ice?
No, I gotta catch up. I have them all.
It's soap opera.
Yeah.
It's like it's super soap opera. That's all that is.
I mean, I like that first one.
It's the same. It's the same.
Who was it? Remember? I think it's like the first issue, right? Where like fire goes on like fucking TikTok or whatever. It's like, oh, find anybody. Like King Shark or something shows up.
Just shows up. Yeah.
And Superman's like, nope, come on, you gotta get out of here, buddy.
Yeah, you can't fuck with dude. He's fucking with his hometown.
Yeah.
He put them there, kind of like not witness protection, but like
they got in trouble, right?
Yeah.
They fucked up, whatever.
So they're gonna be there. It's kind of like a timeout. Yeah. That's the first one. So and then after that, all these people and all this trouble starts following them. And the second one, since the whole power swap thing, they're both in each other's bodies, and it's causing some shit. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's comics. What do you want? Yeah.
Looking Fire Nice.
Yeah.
They have to make more characters like that.
Like Fire Nice.
Old school fucking like
Blue Beetle, Booster Gold.
Yeah.
Like Buddy, fucking Green Arrow and Green Lantern. Fucking Brave and Bold.
Yeah, and in the Heroes in Crisis, they think Booster killed somebody.
Oh boy!
And so like they come after him, and then they have him like kind of locked up in the fucking hall of justice. And then all of a sudden, like,
he's too dumb to kill him.
They're gonna take him to prison to interrogate him. Right? He goes to the roof of the hall of justice to meet Batman.
It's not Batman.
And he's waiting, and the fucking bug when comes in, and Beetle's like, "Get out of here."
Hey Ted. Hey pal.
Yeah, he's like blue gold, and they fucking piss off, and they fucking take off.
He's guilty. He's helping his friend, getting out of jail, clearing his name.
I remember that's the one thing we got hated about that book was that at one point I think Harley Quinn takes down the Trinity.
My silence is only a bit of confusion. Like what Trinity? Like pancakes, like syrup and like milk, and
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
The fuck?
She takes them down
with what?
And it's like,
no, she can't do that.
It's interesting, but it's also like, yeah, I get it. Like you're like, I get why people get upset about that.
Yeah.
So basically they're hunting her because they think she might have something to do with this. Okay. And then at one point, she's like, they're coming after her. And she goes after fucking Wonder Woman, and she just kind of like sneak attacks her, takes off, and then they're like, "What the fuck?" And then but she realized she took the fucking lasso, and then she like she sneaks up against Batman, wraps it around his neck, or right, and then she asks him something.
Call me daddy.
And then he's all like, and then he's all like, he tells her something, and then she's like, "Which pouch is it?" And he's like, and then Superman gets flying in, and he's like, "Whatever." And she fucking just hits it, but Kryptonite fucking hits him. And then he's like choking her. She's choking him out, and she makes him say that she's an equal fighter as him.
Okay.
And that's not true. So it's like
they can't tell the lie.
He believes that.
Which is not true.
I don't know.
It's not true.
I don't know.
It's not true.
I mean, she took him down.
Till you got to that part, I was kind of believing it. Yeah. It's a little bit all like kind of not luck, but you kind of know enough about these people that you've dealt with them enough that you know he would have a kryptonite thing. Yeah. You know what the lasso of truth would do to the Batman. Yeah. But the whole I just took it from Wonder Woman, and the whole like riding him around like a fucking horse. And I mean, I guess
she beat it.
No, because the only one she can theoretically take down is Batman because he's human.
No, I'm not saying she can't take down anybody. I'm just saying, it's not believable when you take down 3 of them like that. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Given time, I think she could take out fucking Superman. Yeah. With fucking kryptonite onto his face and smack him one, done. Yeah. Batman easy. Your parents are dead. She's a psychologist. She will figure it out. The same.
How do you Wonder Woman?
Tie her up. She loves that. She loves that. Remember that. It's not a weakness if she likes it.
Yeah.
It's still her weakness, though, right? They haven't changed that?
I think so.
Bondage?
I think so.
Like holding your hands together?
I know it was in the fucking Grant one. The fucking.
Well, it's old school. He likes old school.
Was it Earth 2, whatever? I think it was still in that. I don't know about the other book, so.
That was the whole thing, right? You pull her hands together and she's weak as a kitten.
The power turned on.
Yeah. So it's doable.
But that's karate.
What?
Remember there's that whole era where she lost her powers and she learned karate?
You don't know I know karate. You don't know I know crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That was the whole era.
Really?
She had powers.
No powers?
She had karate.
Just karate?
The power of karate.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't Wonder Woman. She was Diana Pierce.
No, she was Wonder Woman.
Is she like a secret agent or something?
Yeah, at one point. Too.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go on about it. No, about
The
that.
comics are weird, man.
Yeah, they are.
Comics are weird.
Yeah, they are. I'm not gonna say shit. I like the Absolute Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's a. Like they were saying earlier, it's probably the top out of all 5 of them that are out right now.
Yeah.
6 of them?
Yeah, I like the Flash a lot.
Yeah.
I like the read. I like the Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter, I like it, but it's one of those books where like I was like, what's going on?
What?
Keep going back and read it.
What?
Know?
Yeah. What? That's the only reason I like it, because I'm hoping the payoff is going to be good for that one. Because it's a lot of like, we're getting to know each other. We're trying to learn to trust each other. But I don't really trust you because you're like some foreign entity inside my body.
Yeah.
So, potential.
His weird fucking son who like knows about him.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
He knows because he's drawing a picture of him.
Yeah, he made the little fucking
the clay,
toy.
He knows about him. I think my least favorite is gonna be Green Lantern. I'm sorry, but Green Lantern.
I haven't even read that. I read like the first 1 or 2 of them, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Right, at this point, it's like Dragon Ball, and Abin Sur is Raditz.
That makes sense.
Or Nappa. I don't know. Or something.
Cooler, no, not Cooler. What's his name? Garlic Jr.
Don't get me started on Garlic Jr. again.
Garlic Jr.
Yeah, you're Garlic Jr. Yeah. It's weird. And then comics are weird again.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, even the Batman one, I'm like really behind on that. Like, I was just like, this is cool.
Well, new arc just started.
Yeah.
The new arc just started. Yeah. And our new arc, it's so gritty. It's so weird. The whole like having Alfred as like the second fiddle kind of is weird.
Yeah.
As not his butler, but he's now his, I guess, oracle or whatever. His communication guy. And he breaks down in the latest one. Well, we got ready yet. Never mind. Well, get on it. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm too busy, man.
Too busy with what?
Work?
Fuck that. Take a couple to work and just fucking read them there.
I wish I could.
If you go to my freaking cubicle at my freaking work, the lower right hand thing in the back on the side, if you pull it out, there's a little section where I keep a bunch of little books just in case I need a little fix every once in a while. I'm just saying. You can too.
One day.
You can too.
One day.
Are you in charge or are you in charge?
I'm not in charge.
You are in charge.
I don't want to be in charge.
Just take your comic book with you. Just be like, peons, do your business. I am going to read the Superman issue. Superman.
Yeah. That's why I've been coming here on Mondays now. Like, to read and sort books.
Baby, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But catch up.
Try, man. There's too many books.
Too many fucking books. Let's see. I finally caught up on my shit, and then finally started to read that again. Going back to Tom King, that Superman fucking thing. What is that? It's either the best of Superman or the worst of Superman.
It's the best of Superman. It's such a good book.
Exactly.
Get ready to cry.
Fucking Alice is a little bitch. She's making him go through all these trials and tribulations for one person, dude.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Exactly. Because he said, no one else can do it. I can do it. No, there's Green Lantern Corp is on it. No, they can't. They won't figure it out.
If you think about it, fucking Batman is only guilted him.
Thank you. I was going to start with that.
Batman was kind of like, you're Superman. What are you talking about?
I think we should wait for book club for this, by the way. But yeah, dude, I have a lot of problems with that opening thing. She was a fan of your Superman. Dickhole. Yeah. It's. And I see what you mean. It was a part of us, the thing, because it's only like 1 or 2 pages. One is like only 1.5 pages. They're not big stories. Yeah. But
it's all one big story.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard read. I'm guessing towards the end.
It's interesting.
Like I got to a point where he's fighting Mido.
Yeah, that's my favorite issue. That's my favorite issue.
I had to stop and fucking reread that just because, dude, it is. I don't know. Say not. I see the no Joe, dude. It's freaking the story where like, dude, no matter how hard you try, I am gonna get up.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you punch me, I am gonna get up. No matter how hard I have something more important than you to do, so I will not go down. And every time I do go down, I will get up.
And he gives up because he's just like, fuck, I can never knock this guy out.
Exactly right.
I can never knock this guy out.
And he's like, if that's the case, I am gonna get more fucked up in the end than this motherfucker because he's gonna keep on getting up. That's some anime fucking boxing shit I've ever done. Seen one, and he only did it like in 3-4 pages. And the pop, pow, pow, beautiful.
Good book.
Fascinating, yeah. I had to stop there because after that, I was like, I can't read anymore. This is the best it's gonna get.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. It gets wild.
Well, I know there's a race in there somewhere, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good story.
There's a race in there. But that's about it. That's I gotta finish it.
I don't want to spoil it, but there's a story where it's about this family, these aliens, and basically it's like they have to decide who's more important to live, Superman or like someone in their family.
What?
You'll see. Like it fucked me up. I was like, what the fuck?
Who's more important to live, Superman or someone in his family?
Someone in so his family finds him, and it's like a whole. You'll see.
All right.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, I'm guessing it was like for the greater good.
Yeah.
Kind of situations.
Like, who is it? Yeah.
I'm just some farmer alien who doesn't really know much, so I'll give you my life in exchange for
sort of. It's complicated, man.
See, I'm already figuring this shit out, and like Tom King would do some weird nonsense.
Oh, that happens.
And
there's a Sergeant Rocket Ranger.
In the same story,
the whole
Oh, is he dreaming it?
No, you'll see. It's fucking weird, man.
Is it inside his head?
No, it's fucking weird. You'll see.
As he's dying?
You'll see that. It's trippy.
Same issue?
Yeah. Oh, not same issue, but same,
Well, the stories are all over the fucking place. Yeah. And it's continuing as he's going across the universe or whatever.
Like that. Wasn't the second one, right? When he goes to Rad and he fucking hooks his brain into the fucking computer.
Oh, to find her?
Yeah.
And he goes, it hasn't been tried, Superman. We can't do this shit. Yeah. And he goes in a dream. Dreaming. Yeah. He's tripping out and fucking tripping.
Well, that's the one right when he finds out about like the Clark Kent finds out about the kid who jumps on the roof playing to be Superman.
Yeah.
And he's like, is that my fault?
You can't save everybody. Yeah. That's another thing. They guilt trip him so much in that fucking book, dude. Not just that Batman thing. Every fucking buddy. Lois Lane was like, I could fall, I could die. I could die the next day. This is I could die. I could die. I could die. Yeah. I could die.
Then he's like,
yeah. And then I don't know where she go. Oh, go, honey. Don't worry about me.
There's a whole issue about that too.
What?
About him worrying about Lois.
Well, yeah, she was like, oh, but then she's like, oh, don't worry about me.
No, but there's a whole issue.
Oh, goddamn, man. I should have fucking finished that book. I knew you should have finished that fucking stupid book.
It gets weird.
It gets weird. All right, we'll see. Good old Superman.
Yeah.
Are we out of those?
No, I'm in the back.
I don't see her up here, though.
No, it's in the back.
In the Batman one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Good read.
Get it now at Nostalgia Comics.
We have it.
We have it now. Only $16.99.
Was it when that was coming out? Bendis was doing a Batman one.
Same style.
No, it was weird. It was very Bendis-y. Like it's very it was like an adventure story, but it was also like very like I don't know. It was all over the place. It was fun, but the Superman one was a lot better. The whole thing was that the Riddler stole this Fabergé egg from
sounds like a penguin hike.
Yeah, I know. But when he went to recover it, he found the Riddler all fucked up. Like he was all like, and then,
they fucked him up?
No, he was all like out of it. And they didn't know what was going on.
Like he did drugs?
And they realized that the Fabergé egg was emitting some kind of radiation.
Was it green?
But it was like, he had to figure out who he stole it for. And so the whole thing was he kept on traveling. At one point he goes to fucking Gorilla City. At one point, he goes to fucking
like following the radiation.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
And then there's a part where, like, my favorite part is like they go and he goes to his museum and he gets attacked by Green Arrow, who's being mind controlled by and so they're fighting. And it's funny because they're fighting, and then Batman's like, "Oh man, he's being mind controlled," and he fucking like just kicks the shit out of him, like knocks him out, and then he puts him in the plane, and then they take off, and Green Arrow's like, "Hey, what happened?" He goes, "Like, oh, we had a fight." And Green Arrow's like, "Did I win?" He's like, "Yeah, you won."
Boo.
But
Dick old Batman.
It's kind of cool. Like they go to Gorilla City, they go to fucking what's it, Dasher Island. It's all the big fucking things. And there's this cool part where like he teams up with Hal when he goes to Dasher Island, and he's all like, "Fucking Batman's excited about going to Dasher Island," and he's like, "What?" And he goes, "He's like, I love dinosaurs." And he's
that
like,
big one under my
yeah. And I was like, "That's fucking funny."
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. He also likes pennies.
Yeah, giant pennies.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is that like you find out that the Fabergé egg is actually like a fucking prototype Green Lantern ring from like thousands of years ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's it doing on Earth?
Someone found it, made a fucking Fabergé egg around it.
Okie dokie.
And you find out that he was stealing it for Vandal Savage.
Oh.
And so Vandal Savage wants it.
Because he's the first man on Earth who can wield it.
Yeah. And then Batman ends up using it as like a whole thing. It's interesting.
Batman gets Green Lantern powers? Again,
yeah. But he's got like crazy armor or some shit. Like it's like
again.
Yeah.
How many times do they have to give it to him?
All the time, man.
He should just become a Green Lantern permanent.
He can't.
Why not?
He can't wield it.
That he could.
No.
That was one of his things.
No, like
he's wielded like the yellow lantern, and he's wielded the green one before.
No, because when they gave it to him, like all he does is fucking make bats.
Worst construct ever.
Bats. Yeah. All you can do. He can actually fucking like,
Da 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 da. I guess. All it does is make bats and Danny Elfman theme tunes in the background.
There you go.
That's kind of cool.
Projections of his mom and dad dying over again. Yeah.
Pobrecito. All right. Well,
it's a good read.
Yeah.
So it's a fun read.
What is there Wonder Woman? I'm guessing too, since they kids love doing that shit.
Did you do a Teen Titans one? I don't think I read that one. I think it was Jimmy Palmiotti. I forgot who drew it though. But yeah, I don't think I read that one.
All right. Jimmy Palmiotti. Hey, wait, he's doing something recently with Amanda Conner again.
With Byra Carly.
Oh yeah, kids want that. Make sure you order 100. 1,000. Don't give me the one in the 5,000.
The one in 5,000?
Yeah.
It's fucking like just a blank cover.
It's not even a. It's just a cover with like a line on it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And boobs.
Little twisty boobs. Little twisty boobs.
Yeah. Kids will love it.
Kids will love it. Don't worry about it.
Kids know who Elvira is.
Yeah. They do?
Do they?
Kids of a certain age?
Those are kids. We should have asked Angel if he knew who Elvira was.
Dude, it was bad enough. He was 1 when The Matrix came out.
No, he wasn't born.
Oh, he wasn't born. Sorry. Jazzy was 1 year old.
Yeah.
I can't anymore. I'm too old for this game. I'm gonna give it up.
Give what?
The whole thing. Too old for this shit. Do over.
You know, fucking full Bertol?
Yeah. Too old for this shit. He's gonna be running around like downtown LA.
You know what's scary? Did I tell you that fact?
Yeah.
When fucking Danny Glover made the first Lethal Weapon?
He's older. We're older than him now?
Yeah.
We're older than him now. Yes, I know this. You sent it to me like on TikTok and on Instagram. I think maybe on Facebook. What are you trying to say?
Too old for this shit.
Too old for this shit.
I think he was barely 40. I think
He was early 42 or something like that. So he's yeah.
He was old though.
It was a different time. People back then aged quicker. Nowadays, it's like everyone's a little bit younger.
Yeah, like, what is the fucking cast of Cheers? How old they were? Like, really?
Golden Girls, same thing. They were all 40s and they're all golden, if you will. Mm-hmm. But not me. I'm 40s and I'm semi-golden.
Maybe.
How does that work? When can we now say we're in the golden age?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Because before it would be like around here, right? 40, 45.
Yeah, there was that whole thing, right? Where like fucking Paul Rudd is older than Wilford Brimley when he made the Cocoon.
Paul Rudd, our Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's older than Wilford Brimley.
Fucking diabetes.
Yeah, when he made Cocoon.
Which was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Late 80s at least, but it's still.
But Paul Rudd is older than him.
Who would you rather look like, fucking diabetes or fucking Paul Rudd?
I mean, that mustache.
Can't beat it.
Huh?
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. But then you're from.
What was the other one? The Tom Cruise is the same age now as Ian McKellen was when he started playing Gandalf.
Sir Ian McKellen, please. Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting because he's goddamn old. I thought you were gonna say that he's old as Forrest Gump is now.
Damn.
Sir Ian McKellen, he's old as when he started playing.
Tom Cruise is the same age as Ian McKellen when he started playing Gandalf.
So he still has time to get a Norwegian heavy metal rock band. Yeah. Wait, is that him or is that the other guy?
That was the other guy.
That's Saruman. Yeah, Saruman. Yeah. That's who we gotta fucking keep our eye on. Is he alive still?
I think he died.
Christopher Lee?
Yeah. I think he died.
He was one of the greatest Draculas.
Yeah. He was.
Greatest Draculas.
What was the other guy?
Which one?
No, that wasn't him, right?
Gary Oldman?
No, fucking Count Dooku.
Oh no, that was God damn it! He was not Dracula.
He was like Willy Wonka's dad, right? The Tim Burton one.
Mm-hmm. And he came out a lot of stuff.
No, the Christopher Guest.
No. Wait.
No.
Christopher something though.
Something, yeah. He was old. He was already old back then because they were like. It's funny you go back and look at those prequel Star Wars movies, like when he's like flying around, like it's clearly they just fucking put his head on someone's body, like.
Yeah. When he's jumping around with Yoda and shit, just going back and forth. Yeah, he's old. We get it. But he was badass. Even his fucking lightsaber's curved like his dick.
Oh.
I would say like a cane. I'm sorry, like a cane.
And it wasn't it like? Didn't they retcon that later on? Where like, what's her face? His apprentice.
Mm-hmm. The white with the white face. Yeah.
She had she had two of them. But that was that lightsaber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had two of them, like all curved up and shit.
Yeah.
So she took it from him. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say it. You ever watch Andor yet?
No.
You watched the first season of Andor?
No, I watched like the first episodes.
Okay. The first season of Andor, boring, but informative. Okay? Boring, but informative. A lot happens. And I was told it was supposed to be 5 seasons before it tied into the movie.
Yeah, because of 5 years.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 5 years and straight to the movie, right?
Yeah. It doesn't end when the movie starts.
Yeah. Oh, which it does in the second season because they fucking just said, you know what?
That's right. Diego Luna was on Conan's podcast. He was talking about that.
Oh, cool.
And he said the reason why they did that was they realized it took them 2.5 years
to film
to make 1 season of that show, and they're like,
"We can't."
And he was like, "I can't be 60 years old and fucking play Andor." Like,
because he was looking at. Because if you look at the movie Rogue One, he looks younger there. Than
that was like at least 10 years ago at this point, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That was pre-pandemic, I think.
Dude, they pushed it though. They pushed the limit on the second season so much. Every episode felt like a little tiny movie.
Oh, nice.
Every episode. There was some that were, sure, a little text heavy, a little blah, 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 blah heavy.
Yeah.
But when the shit started hitting the fan, you're like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. So, I mean, from the first season, like I said, it's a lot of talking, a lot of setup, a lot of everything, a lot of Cassian being like, I don't want to do this. I'm Cassian Andor.
Space Mexican.
I'm Space Mexican. Well, you know how he pretty much was, dude. Some white privileged white lady fucking picked them up, took them in.
And they were like pyramids and shit, right?
Brought them on the fucking Ganthet, shit, fucking raised them.
From fucking planet Jalisco and shit.
Andor. El planeta Andor. Yeah, and pretty much made him part of the rebellion. You know, well, because in the movie he says, "I've been doing it since I was 6 years old." Not by choice, really, guy. You kind of you were kind of taken from your little tribe there.
Yeah, the only reason that I'm like tempted to fucking get through it is because I saw that the fucking robot shows up in season 2.
Yeah, halfway.
And I love that fucking droid. That's my favorite character from that movie.
And you know what, dude? As much as you love him in that movie because of the way he is, you understand him better because of at least the second part of the second season. He's alive, and they show you how they bring him to life and how he starts interacting with Cassian, how they become friends. You know, and to the point where it leads straight into Rogue One. Oh, this whole thing is beautifully executed to the point where I finished watching it, and I'm like, you know what? First 15 minutes of Rogue One. And I was like, boom, it's just seamlessly. I was like, holy shit, I don't think I've ever seen that in any franchise. As much as they say, oh, this is going to tie into like the Avengers, or this is going to tie into, it's always like some little thing, some little here, there, you know, a bunch of little things that tie in, make it fit together, right? Not this one. This is all like, here's your giant piece, here's your Big Mac, supersized French fries, here's your soft serve. Everything, it's right there for you.
Well, you think about it, because I love Rogue One. I've seen that movie multiple times. Yeah. Like the first time we see Cassidy, he fucking kills that dude. Like he's like trying to get information. He's like, I can't be seen with you. Sorry, takes him out.
And in the first arc, I guess first season, he has issues with that. To the point where in the second season, he's just like, oh shit, he's ISP. Oops, oops.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck towards the end. But yeah, it was interesting to, like I said, the characters. Well, another thing was cool is like watching the characters develop. You know how in the I guess Star Wars New Hope and in Rogue One.
What's her name?
Yeah, what's her name? Yeah. You see her before when she was a party animal and she was like just like a debutante lady and shit. Yeah. You see her fucking the kid who hates her, or the husband who's an infidel, and you know, and it's just like she had no choice but to join the rebellion.
See, I think that's smart because I think it's like they try to do something similar with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like I remember thinking it was ballsy when they brought in like a little Leia.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh really? Okay, we're going there. And like, but I think it's hard because you already know so much about those characters that you're just like, oh, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why?
But then you do something like this where you're like, oh, I know who that is. I don't know shit about her because you know she just shows up, you know, here and there. You know, like then you can totally go wild.
You could do whatever you want with their backstory at that point. But you know who she is, though. Yeah. You've known since you were a little kid who she is because you've seen her there. Yeah. Now you get to know a little bit about her. And the replacement for Jimmy Smith. Yeah. Like as soon as I'm like, that's Jimmy Smith.
Yeah.
You know,
it's Benjamin Bratt, right? I heard about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did they just like replace him with no information?
No, it just did it. And you know what? The reason I understood because he was wearing the same outfit he always wore as Jimmy Smith's in the Rogue One.
Okay, what's his face? Amidala, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I remember reading somewhere that like they didn't say why they did it, but I remember reading somewhere that like, there was a complaint that people were saying he looked real fucking old in Obi-Wan.
He looked older,
and it wasn't supposed to be that long of a time jump. So like, this is like even earlier. So like
I could definitely see that. He definitely looked older in the Obi-Wan thing. This takes place a little bit before it. No, after. No, it's 5 years.
Yeah, because it ends with New Hope, right?
Yeah, it ends in New Hope.
Fucking plans, or
pretty much. One sec, but because at the end of the Andor, what's her name? Moff tells Jimmy Smith's character, goes, "Hey, what about your friend that lives in the desert? You know, who's that guy that lives in the desert? That one Jedi, your old buddy, you know, Benjamin Bratt. Yeah. Benjamin Button. Benjamin Kenobi. Yeah. That guy. Sir Alec McGuinness. Mm-hmm. I'll drink it.
And it goes fucking. That's what everyone jokes about too. Like the end of the Obi-Wan series, like fucking like 5 years later, he becomes Alec Guinness. Like you're like
times are tough in the desert, man. They're tough in the desert. Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years later, he
becomes an old man.
Yeah, but I gotta watch it. It's on my list. I just gotta get to it. Like especially because the way he was talking about it on the podcast, I'm like, that sounds really good.
It becomes really good. Yeah. It really to the point where I started A New Hope.
Nice.
I just 15 minutes of New Hope, and that's it. That's all I got. The fucking shuttle shot off, the droids.
It's funny because that recontextualizes that movie because when she's like, "What are you talking about? That wasn't us." And he's like, "He saw you." Like, you know, like,
we're on a diplomatic fucking flight thing.
Yeah.
We saw you launch from the thing and take off.
I fucking held your shit back with the fucking force. Like,
yeah. And one thing that it's kind of weird though, at the end of the Andor thing, when they're going, well, Rogue One, sorry, when Darth Vader is going all crazy and shit, fucking killing everybody, doesn't really line up when he's not really killing as many people at the beginning of New Hope. He's just like, eh.
The stormtroopers running there, shooting him up, right?
Yeah. It was kind of not as climactic as the one in Rogue One.
Oh, dude, he's just ripping them up in fucking Rogue One, dude.
Tossing him up in the air.
And he fucking stabs that guy through the door and shit. Like, just like, fuck you. Like,
again, let's go back in time. Imagine having someone who just finished watching the trilogy say, "Wow, this is amazing. This is George Lucas is amazing." And then you go, "You know what? I want to see some shit. This is gonna be the future." You show fucking Andor and Rogue One.
Like, what the fuck?
Do you imagine? That's gonna tie in 50 years. It's gonna tie into that episode of Star Wars, that number one. Just fucking blow them away.
And then you show him fucking Boba Fett. Like, that guy you like, he's fucking Samoan, and like,
he survived the Sarlacc pit.
He survived the Sarlacc pit, and like he hung out with the fucking
the desert people.
Yeah, the fucking Tusken Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, they would flip. It'd be a whole.
Oh, yeah,
you think they'd what do you call it? Uproar?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think I don't think it was as crazy as it is now.
The fandom?
The fandom is so fucking like, you know.
It had a big fandom.
Yeah, it had a big fandom, but they weren't. I think back then, whatever you got. You're like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Like, you know, like now it's like there's so much. You're like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
To the point where the Christmas special was held in high regard at one point.
Yeah.
All right, that's all we got.
That's all we got.
It's kind of like Iron Man 1.
I like Iron Man 1.
Okay, Iron Man 2.
It was cool.
But it's not as cool as number 1. But it's all we got.
Oh, it is. I mean, Mickey Rourke is kind of annoying, but you know,
it's all we got.
That's cool.
It's okay not to like things. It's all right not to like things.
Like, I think like the review bombing the Ironheart.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped 3 episodes yesterday.
Oh no shit!
And I put it on, and I just before I knew it, like I had run through all 3 episodes.
30-minute episodes.
Like 40 minutes, like under an hour.
To 2 hours, like a movie.
Yeah. And before I knew it, I ran through all 3 episodes. I'm like, oh shit, that's it. Like, you know, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, there's some stuff in it that's weird, but like, it's pretty cool.
Like weird to the point where it makes a difference, or weird? No, it's just weird for the sake of being weird.
Cheesy parts in it.
That's fine.
Like, whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah. All right, cool. I was looking forward to that. I didn't even know. That's how quiet this shit has been, dude. Yeah. No one said anything about it.
Well, they're saying that Disney fucked up because they haven't really been promoting it that. Mm. They didn't really promote that Ariel, that Pixar movie.
Oh, right.
Like, that came out already. They didn't really promote that. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, it's doing poorly. I wonder why, right? And apparently the next season of The Bear comes out like next week.
I didn't finished number 2. I'm sorry.
Me either.
Sorry,
so they're
cousin.
saying that like, Disney's like fucking up with their promotion. Like, they're just not promoting shit.
They're not promoting their Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Is Elo Disney or Pixar?
Pixar.
They're not promoting their Disney stuff.
Well, then the other thing is that they're saying that they're trying to dump out the fucking Ironheart because it's only 6 episodes, and they showed 3 yesterday.
The next week they're another 3.
Yeah.
Really? Really? Another 3?
Yeah.
I'll wait till next week then. I'll fucking watch them back to back. Yeah. They're not gonna do weekly.
No, they're dumping it out.
3 and 3. Yeah. All right, cool. That's a little disappointing.
And then Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why they probably did it too, because they didn't want to overlap it.
Yeah, but it's not really overlapping. It's 2 different mediums.
Okay.
That's probably how
it's I remember reading this thing about how, like, and I totally forgot that it happened. The season finale of Loki season 2 came out the same day as the Marvels.
Ooh.
We watched it, and then we went to the movies.
Really? We actually did that?
Yeah.
We stayed up past 10?
No, it was one of those weird things where they were showing it like at 6 or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot for a while.
Yeah, because the thing with Ironheart was, I remember it came out yesterday, and when we got here, I tried to put it on, it wasn't on yet.
Till 6 in the afternoon.
And I went home, and it was on.
Interesting. Yeah. I didn't check. I finished watching Andor this morning. I didn't even check for Iron. What's her name?
Ironheart, yeah.
Iron Widow.
Ironheart.
Iron Spider.
Ironheart.
Iron Duty.
You'll see. It's a cool thing.
What?
I thought it was cool.
What?
They introduced somebody.
Is it one of the Super Dream Iron
No.
Thor Cap? No. Scroll?
I think they set it up where like
Is it Leech?
it's gonna go bad.
Ooh.
It's interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Next week we talk about Ironheart.
Ironheart.
All the episodes.
All 6 episodes.
All 6 episodes back to back to back. And you know what? I'm watching Black Panther 2 again.
I did. I watched it. Okay.
Just so I can get caught up. And you know what? I'm watching Black Panther 1 just so I can get caught up on 2.
Then you go watch Civil War. I was pretty sure.
Oh, fuck. And then I got to watch Iron Man before that. And then Captain America.
Yeah, right.
I got, you know what? I'm starting all over. Yeah. Fine. Dude, that's, I forgot. I tallied it, how many hours that was. Like 47 hours, something like that, of if you watch everything back to back to back to back.
Well, the worst part is, like, I think up until the Infinity Saga, it technically had like 4.5. But then, like, the fucking Multiverse Saga is like 200 something because of all TV shows and shit.
Ooh, I was just talking about the movies, but but they all tie in together, so you would have to watch everything, including the WandaVision and the not WandaVision shows.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's okay. You know what?
What's his face? The head of Marvel TV? He posted this weird thing where, like, they're doing updates on the Vision Quest show.
Okay.
And he wrote on Twitter, fans of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to be happy.
Nice.
With this show.
Nice. Daisy's coming back.
Maybe.
Daisy's coming back.
Okay, Ellen D. Colson.
Ellen D. Colson, no, it's okay. Fitz and Simmons are coming back.
Maybe.
Fitz and Simmons. Fitzsimmons. Daisy's coming back.
I don't know.
Daisy is coming back. Quake is coming.
Quake?
Into continuity.
No, they can't. They're like introduced Inhumans now.
Quake.
We don't have Inhumans.
You know what? It was a mutant. She was a mutant the whole time.
Inhuman.
Mutant. We just introduced mutants.
They did a whole fucking season of the Target Mist.
It was our freaking Captain America thing. Remember? They welcomed the mutants.
Yeah.
Welcome Adamantium. Welcome, everybody. No. She's a mutant now. No. Fitz and Simmons are mutants too. Yeah. Why not? What's that guy with the chainsaw? Fucking. No.
Oh yeah.
Jax? No.
I forgot.
That's fucking Mortal Kombat.
He becomes like the director or something. Yeah.
He had it was a shotgun with an axe tip, right?
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking.
Yeah.
When he cuts fucking Coulson's arm off, right? Like Coulson gets affected by the charge, and he's like,
They had a good show. That was a fun show. Do we have to watch that? Do we have to put into the thing? That's like 8 seasons or some shit.
Yeah, at least.
That's all we had.
That's
all we had.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay.
I liked it. But the times, like I said, whenever they were to tie it into the movie, it was like a little kernel to tie it into this bigger fucking movie. And I didn't like that. That was always kind of
like... They had to do something.
Yeah. But do something worth it.
Okay.
Something worthwhile. Give me a scroll.
I remember, I think I told the story recently, but like I remember when the finale, the first season 1 finale came out, there's a whole sequence where Fitzsimmons are like in a boat. They get dumped in the ocean.
Right.
And they're like stuck, they're gonna drown or
they don't know what to do.
And I remember like I had the cast and I was on like painkillers. I was watching it. And I remember when fucking Nick Fury saves them. I remember being so happy. I was like, he saved them.
Where were you this whole time?
I remember being so happy. I'm like, that's amazing.
Hey, for being the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., he wasn't on very much. I'm just saying, it was a very jolly good time every time you could see him, if it was him.
Yeah.
Because was it a Black Ball decoy at one point?
I think so.
Right? Like, it wasn't really Fury.
Well, if we go with Ganui, he could have been a Skrull.
Oh, right. He could have been a Skrull the whole time. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid continuity.
Continuity, man.
Yeah.
We'll go around.
Yeah. So, 2,000 hours, huh?
2,000 hours.
Let's do it. It's like watching One Piece.
No.
Anyways, coming to an end here. All right. Anything else before we gotta go? Goodbye and good night. Take a nap.
What? Superman.
No, that's next week.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Oh. 3 weeks. So next week Ironheart. The following week Superman. No, 3 weeks.
No.
2 weeks.
I think it's next week. Next Friday is 4th of July.
Okay. For blowing shit up?
No, the week after 10th.
Oh, I don't know. Dude, are you in a festive mood for 4th of July?
No.
Is there anybody in a festive mood in America for 4th of July?
I don't think so.
At my other job, I had to decline putting up festive shit for 4th of July because I was telling straight up, I don't feel very American. I feel very un-American, and I think I wouldn't do a good job. So I like put the designs down, the decals and stuff, and I put them away. And my boss kind of was like, I understand. All right, cool. I don't have to do anything.
Horrible.
Yeah. It wasn't because I wasn't feeling American. I was just fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, to anyone still listening, episode 166 of ComiCentric, thank you for your donations today. And today with us was Peter Malini and Joanna Morales. If anyone still feels like donating, please call us at 1-800 None of Your Business and donate today.
Brought to you by the letter C.
That's PBS.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.